Good afternoon. Welcome to Friday afternoon with me, Vinod James. How are you all? Are you all ready for today's live session? Yes? So, welcome to Neethus family live reading with me, Vinod James. So, what are the things that we have for you in Neethus family? Neethus family gives you a lot of training options for a lot of different linguistic exams. So if you want to know more insights about it, please feel free to contact the number that is there on the screen. We have regular batches, we have crash courses available. So regular batches, as you can see, the batch is only available from August, September, and October because all those students who are there are so much in trust with us, so they are ready to. So if you want to know more details, please do contact. Okay, and what are the things that we do? Rajimol, good afternoon. I come in front of you with reading. Chris sir comes in front of you with listening on a daily basis, but that is not in the very same pace, but that will be in Zoom. Neethu madam comes in front of you with writing, and every day we post grammar challenges. Whatever the insights that we get on a regular basis, we are so much obliged to come and give you all those details. Dolly Anthony, good afternoon. Anjana Suraj, good afternoon. So where do you get all these information, the links and all those things? We are just going to pin there. You have the Neethus Academy official Telegram page. Just click that and you will get all these details there. Okay, that's a free group. Again, we have another group. That's the only two Telegram group that we have. See, please understand we do not have any other Telegram groups apart from these two groups. One which we have just pinned, and the other one is a reading Telegram page. There are students who keep on asking us, please add me in writing group. We don't have writing group. Please add me in speaking group. We don't have speaking group. Okay, that is why we are coming straight on to you. We only have two Telegram. If anybody else contact you with that is this group, this is that group, please be aware of it. Those are fraud people. So if I've missed your lovely names of saying good afternoon, I'm very sorry. It's not deliberate. Yamini, good afternoon. Vidya, good afternoon. Jinsi, good afternoon. Smita, good afternoon. Priti, good afternoon. Neethu, good afternoon. Murli Krishna, good afternoon. Madhusmita, good afternoon. Jinu George, good afternoon. Very, 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 very good afternoon to all my lovely students. And it's so happy to see, whenever your names are there, lots of symbols which comes along with that. Linta, good afternoon. Liba, good afternoon. That means you're all there supporting us to the maximum. And that is also another reason why we are the leader. If you really look into the number of students that is there who are in our group, it's because of the love and affection that you have for us. Harita Murali, good afternoon. So what are the things that we do in here? We'll be talking about two things. One, a part B question will be discussed, and the other one is a part A, which I have already shared. And we try to bring on a daily basis every day some new material. Jinsiana Joes, good afternoon. So are you all ready for today's session? Ready on the session? Yes? Anna, your thumbs up out. No, but how many of you are ready? Gino Joseph, good afternoon. Priya Matthew, good afternoon. Very, very, very good afternoon too. A lot of names are very known names for me. Is there anybody who's attending for the very first time? അങ്ങനെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ ആദ്യമായിട്ട് അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് അങ്ങനെ ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ please be kind enough to let me know that you're new. Midila Raj, good afternoon. Linta ready, okay, very good. Jinsi is ready, okay, good enough. Jinu Joseph is ready, good. Aditya, good, ready. See, എന്തിനാണ് നിങ്ങളെ കൊണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ കമന്റ്? I have always mentioned it's for a purpose. Jinsi Reggie ready, Pretty Matthew ready. Jinsi, good afternoon, okay. Sarika, good afternoon. Aditya, yes, okay. Rajimo ready. Excellent. Neethu Saji ready. Jinu ready. Okay. Good enough. Vidya Vijayan ready. Deepa ready. Okay. As you have said that you're all ready, now we'll be doing the part B first. The question will be coming on the screen. As soon as the question pops up, you'll have 2 minutes. So do not waste your valuable time. Start competing with the time. Do find an answer. And also, just remind yourself where you have got the answer. Because I'll be asking you not just the answer, I want you to tell me what is your answer and where you have got the answer. That is where we want to know. There you have the question on the screen. Please do the material and then we'll discuss. Okay, time. It doesn't wait for anyone, isn't it? It just keeps on moving at its own pace. So I am so happy that Murli was the first person to say that he has done long back. Okay, fair enough. How about others? Did you all find an answer? കിട്ടിയോ എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു answer? I'm sure that all of you would have an answer. Alright. So when you're doing part B, the first and the foremost important, which we keep on repeating, and you don't think that why am I repeating? Because for us, repetition is the mother of love. So the more you repeat, the more you hear, you start getting it into you so that you will never forget it. Jinsi done. Okay. So first and the foremost thing, Lintha done. Okay. Good enough. First and foremost important thing that you have to always remember when you're doing part B is read the question, underline the keywords of the question, understand the question. Okay, that is the most important thing that you will have to really look for. Okay, after that, you can do two things. You can read the paragraph and then pick an answer, or if you're like me, I'm a person who want to know what I'm searching for in the paragraph, so I read my answer options. So let's say, see, the question is very simple, isn't it? Why the question is clearly saying only anti-reabsorption medication. There's nothing much interesting about the question, but still a lot of things has been inferred into that. Right? Now, after this, I'm a person, as I've told you, I want to read my answer options. So as I'm reading, I'm going to underline the keywords in the answer options. Okay. So it is saying anti-reabsorb medication comprised of agents. So it is comprised of agents which limit bone loss. Okay. Or you can say, see, if you don't want comprised, you can even mark as, see, okay, I'm just going to show. See, you don't want comprised, okay? Agents limit bone loss. So that means comprised is inferred. You understand. Now, option B, decrease the rate. So decrease osteoclasts, resorb bone. So resorb. So resorb is a new terminology for me. I know that you would know, but resorb a process or in which a substance such as tissue is lost by being destroyed and then absorbed by the body. This is called resorb. Okay. Now option C can have detrimental effect elderly. Okay, so these are the medication that has agents which limit bone loss. These medication are something that decreases osteoclast resorb bones, that means reabsorbing, or these are medication that will have detrimental effect elderly. So I've given you how the thing goes. Now, would you be kind enough to tell me what is your answer and where you got the answer? എന്താണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ആൻസർ? എവിടെ നിന്ന് കിട്ടി നിങ്ങളുടെ ആൻസർ? Very important for you. That എവിടെ is important. Can you all tell me what are your answers and where you got the answer? And just a quick reminder, this August, September, October batch is going to close very soon. So if you think that you need some professional approach, please do contact the number. പറയാവോ എന്താണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ആൻസർ? എവിടെ നിന്ന് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആൻസർ കിട്ടി? ആഗ്രാജിറ്റോ, ന്യൂ നെയിം, a lot of new names, പക്ഷെ ആരും പറഞ്ഞില്ല that you are all new. And if there is anybody who want to let me know that you're new, please do let me know that you're attending for the first time and where you are from. Okay, if you can. Right, ആൻസേഴ്സ് പറയാവോ? എന്താണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ആൻസർ? എവിടെ നിന്ന് കിട്ടി? Nobody got any answers, is there? അതാണോ നിങ്ങൾ ആരും ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യാത്തത്? ഈ ടൈപ്പ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഡോണ്ട് വറി അബൌട്ട് അയ്യോ അവരെന്ത് വിചാരിക്കും, ഞാൻ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞ ആരും ഒന്നും വിചാരിക്കാൻ പോകില്ല. വൈ? വി ആർ ഹിയർ ടു ലേൺ. അപ്പോൾ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് യുവർ ആക്റ്റീവ് പാർട്ടിസിപ്പേഷൻ വിച്ച് ഇസ് നീഡഡ്. എന്തിനാണെന്നറിയാവോ? കാരണം ആ ഒരു ഇനീഷ്യൽ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് നിങ്ങൾ എടുക്കണം. അവർ പറഞ്ഞതിന് ശേഷമേ ഞാൻ പറയുള്ളൂ. അങ്ങനെ പറയുമ്പോൾ ആർക്ക് ആദ്യം ഓപ്പർച്യൂണിറ്റി പോകും? സി ഇൻ ദിസ് പ്രസന്റ് വേൾഡ് അല്ലേ, ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറഞ്ഞുതരാം. ഓട്ടം, ലെറ്റ്സ് സേ യു ആർ ടേക്കിംഗ് പാർട്ട് ഇൻ ടു 100 meters race. Who will be remembered always? The person who gets first or the person who comes second and third? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ last? It will always be the first person. No, you have to start understanding the world out there is for the people who grab. Right. So I have got few. Jinsi is saying B. Linta is saying B from second line. Okay, fair enough. Deepa Boban, good evening. Very, very good evening. Anu Saju, B. Jinu, B. Okay. Where did you get this? B. എവിടെ നിന്ന് കിട്ടി എന്നും കൂടെ പറയാം. ആതിര കൃഷ്ണൻ, കൃഷ്ണകുമാർ, good evening. Madhusmita Bera, A. Okay, now I have A as well as B. Okay, excellent. But you're just saying A, B. Only one person said last line. Okay, Raji Mol, B from second line. Okay, fair enough. See, the most important thing when you are doing a part B, please understand the answer should be mentioned in the paragraph. Pramita, option A from middle part, okay? You are not expected to comprehend the answers. Please be aware of it. Comprehension will be there in C, not in B. Mithila Raj, A. Jinsi Reji, A. Now, A. Any other answers? Illa. A or B? Okay, fair enough. Eva Cherian, new name for me again. Right. Linny George, A. Okay. Fair enough. Now let's go read the paragraph. Anti-reabsorption medication. So presently, anti-reabsorption medications are most widely used to treat osteoporosis. So that is just a given intro, isn't it? That is what this medication is for. Zoledronic acid is a common clinical anti-reabsorption medication. So anything with the given options? Not there. Okay. Zoledronic acid is a common clinical reabsorption medication. Okay, fair enough. So comprise of agent which limit the rate of bone loss as such. Not there from second line, isn't it? As the third generation of biophosphonates, BPS, it outperforms the previous nitrogen containing BPs in improving patient balance and quality of life by inhibiting bone resorption. Inhibiting means starting and increase bone mineral density. So comprise of agent which limit. Now what does the word limit means? Limit means it is restricting on. Understood? So it is clearly saying one, it is inhibiting bone resorption and increases bone density and it is not limiting. Limiting means you're restricting it. So A is a straight eliminator. Now, it is administered via intravenous drip infusion once a year, which therefore brings complete compliance with treatment. However, those who have been treated with zoledronic acid intravenously are likely to suffer from acute side effects such as fever, bone, joint pain, flu-like symptoms, especially after the first administration. Although the common adverse reaction generally disappears within 72 hours, or in the rare case, lasts 7 to 10 days without recurrence, they have serious impact on aging population, especially those with underlying causes. So can have detrimental effects. Why? Because they're all talking about zoledronic acid. What is zoledronic acid? Is a common clinical anti-reabsorption medication. So it can have, this is what according to me the answer is pointing into. Let's see. Thus, the patient who are afraid of any adverse reactions or have suffered from any side effects during the first administration may show poor compliance with the second dose and refuse the clinical application of zoledronic acid. Now, D, decrease the rate at which osteoclasts resorb bone. Where is it? It is also not there. So the answer is quite straight because it is saying anti-reabsorption medication can have detrimental effect. Why? Because they have serious impact on aging population. That is where you get the answer. So congratulations, none of you have got the answer right because most of you have said A, few of you have said B, equal proportion of A and B. Understood? And this is after some time that we have got the answer where nobody have told me. I know that few of you would have got the answer, but you were what? Reluctant to tell me. Thinking, okay, everybody else is saying A and B, so my answer is wrong. Now what happens? If you would have told the right answer, then you should have been highlighted, isn't it? You should have felt proud about your achievement also, which you refrained, you restricted. എന്തുകൊണ്ട്? Because we didn't grab the opportunity. അപ്പോൾ ഇതുകൊണ്ടാണ് നിങ്ങളുടെ അടുത്ത് പറയുന്നത്, whether it is A, whether it is B, or let it be C, you all should be telling yourself, see, I am going to tell my answer. If it is right, be happy with it. If it is wrong, again be happy with it because you will be corrected. Understood? So do not lose an opportunity where you could have been the only person who said the right answer today. If you have got to. But what did you do? You refrained yourself. You were not confident enough. Thinking, okay, if I tell, what will others do? The world out there is for the people who grab the opportunity. So I want all of you to grab. I have regular, see, when a question is asked, I know what are the names that I will definitely read. I want all of you to start telling. Now, Is there any doubts with regards to the part B that I've just told you? Or else, shall we go to Pramita understood? Okay, fair enough. Good enough, good enough. Understood, Elgar. So are you all ready for today's part A? What is today's part A material? Linta clear. Okay, fair enough. Liba clear. Okay, good enough. Okay. Atira, clear. Okay, good. Madhusmita, clear. Jinsei, calciphylaxis. Okay. Now, because you have started about part A, clear Jinsei. Okay. Can you tell me not just what is the material, how you felt about the material? That is important because every time when Neethu madam wants to get an insight or when she makes the next material, your valuable comments are always taken into consideration. Midila, clear. Jinsei, okay. Calciphylaxis. Jinsei, clear. Okay, fair enough. How you found the material, today's material? Very easy. Okay, good enough. So Neethu madam gave you a few tricky ones last few days, and then now it is back to easy one, is it? Not like that. It is about how you have perceived it. Madhusmita, but easy. Have you all heard about this condition before? Have you heard about this condition before? Liba is also saying easy. Not easy material, Neethu. Okay, fair enough. So did you all hear about this condition before? Yes? Easy, pretty easy, Rajamol easy, Linta easy. Yes, Jinsi. Okay, that is where that difference is happening. അത് നിങ്ങളുടെ എപ്പോഴും emphasize ചെയ്യുന്നതുകൊണ്ടാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. See, when something is there within your zone, you always feel that it is easy. അങ്ങനെ തോന്നരുത്. it is about, it's a very same strategy, അല്ലേ? It's a very same. What is the strategy to do part A? It's called skimming and scanning. Okay, you skim through the full text. What is the time that you have? Skim no? Okay, fair enough. What is the time that you're left with in order to skim? The time that you're left with in order to skim, you should complete the material skimming. Okay, I'm talking about skimming because we only have 15 minutes to do part A. Okay, so in that 15 minutes, you are expected to complete those 20 questions. Understood? So what is the time that you are left to skim the four text? The maximum time that you're going to take to skim the four text, that means part A, sorry, text A, text B, text C, text D, you are supposed to finish it anything between 1 to 2 minutes. So that means 15 seconds you are expected to take to skim through. Understood? 15 seconds each. Very good, Raji. So that is what you are expected, and that is all what you have. So what are the things that you have to skim through? We have done an exclusive video in the very same page that you're watching. Go back and see what are the things that you have to do in order to enhance the scores. It dates back, so you have to go back a few longer videos. Okay. Now, after that, what are you to do? See, let's say just an overview about what is this. So calciphylaxis is rare. Okay, so it happens with moderate kidney problem people. So one, it is saying it is rare, it is painful, so deadly, kidney problem, calcium deposits, blood vessel block, and underneath, so two types. So these numbers are very important. One is uremic, more common, non-uremic, rarer. So this is how you go to. So calciphylaxis is more common in women, twice, very rare. Dialysis, approximately 35 of 10,000 people. That means 1/3, 1%. So these numbers are always important. Text B is about symptoms. So you can really identify it. Okay. So one is about pain, And the other thing is about lesions, ulcers or ulcers, sores, calcification. There are there. I'm just going to run through it so that you will not have any problem. Then you have a chart where you have all these headings are the important: multidisciplinary, wound care, plastic surgery, nephrology, dermatology, pain management, palliative care, and what are the things. And then you have the management about it: therapeutic options, refractory, advanced, risk factor. So these are all there. Then you have a lot of abbreviations and all which you have to go through. Then text D is about diagnosis. So how are these diagnosed? One is skin biopsy. Then you have few. There are a lot of numbers and all mentioned there. Then you have another thing called kidney function test where it checks what. Okay. Then you have immune system markers. Then you have blood coagulation markers, imaging. What are the imaging technology that you have? After that, you're going to go to the question. So what are the first thing? After skimming through, going through all these, okay, now I have a gauge. This one is symptom, this one is diagnosis, this one is about what are the different risk factors, how to manage, and the first one is about gentle intro. So initial feeling develop in people who have no symptoms. So where are they talking? See, this word is itself gives you the answer. Symptoms. Where are they? Where did you underline the word symptoms? I am not going to look for because I know that symptoms is mentioned in B. That's how the more affluent you become when you're doing something. So skimming, that is what is important. So the initial symptom is the sensation of may start before lesion or other visible signs. So that is where that answer is. Excellent. Question number 2. See this kind of question 1 to 7 are called match the following. These instructions and all these details has to be by hearted by you. Medication that should be averted while addressing risk factors. So where are they talking about risk factors? We have underlined risk factors where? In C, isn't it? Risk factors. What are the medications? Avoid systemic antibiotics. So do you really need to worry about whether it is there or not? Not there. So the answer is C. Instances may lead to inevitability, specific evaluation test. So where have you gone for these tests? Do you really need to worry about where that test is? Even though it is not necessary, but still for you to make sure that it should be there in where? More likely when other tests are inconclusive. So that makes the answer D. So physical features, initial stage of wound. So physical features again, anywhere that synonym is there, symptoms, isn't it? So if symptoms, I know the answer should be B, but let's say, what are the things? Where are they talking about all the other keywords? So lesions, these are the areas that become discolored, red, purple. Lesions usually have net-like experience. So early stages, initial, that is where you get the answer. Category, more vulnerable, calciphylaxis. So more vulnerable, who is having it more common? It's clearly said in A. Why? Because it is more common in women. The last paragraph of text. Sorry, text A. Most dependable strategy, identify, presence, calciphylaxis. So where are they talking about most dependable? So it should be somewhere in the sorry, the most dependable one is the answer which I told. The other one is there in D. So the most dependable is there also in D. When necessary, experimental therapy. So where are they talking about experimental therapy? This is about tests. So therapy, the most dependable one, where do you think those therapies are? So the most dependable, consider experimental or novel therapies. So all these therapies are all mentioned where? In text C. So what becomes the answer? The answer becomes C. Good enough. Now 8 to 14 instruction should be by hearted by you, but still I'm going to repeat it. These are called short answer question, where the instruction is word, number, both, or short phrase. Now, peculiarity holds the affected area makes pain worse with pressure or touch. So what are they talking about? So it should be some symptoms, isn't it? So it should be some symptoms. So what are they talking about? The symptoms. So the affected areas can also become hypersensitive to pressure or touch, which makes pain more intense. So all the other keywords are assets there. So the answer is hypersensitive. Hypersensitive. Question 9. Type, calciphylaxis, onset, kidney problem. Do you really need to worry about where is this? This is definitely in A, isn't it? Types are only mentioned in A. Now just to see what the other keywords are. So type rarer, help people early stage, kidney disease. So you have already got the answer, which is non-uremic, and it's a hyphenated word. Please understand, hyphenated word, try to replicate the same. Non-uremic. Okay, if it's not up with a hyphen, then your answer will go wrong. Why? Because you have not done something which is mentioned in the text. The exam which you're writing always says you have to write the answer which is given from the text. You cannot use what you like. Clear? So, question number 10. Drug replaced apixaban. Risk factor management. Risk factor management, do you really need to worry about where it is? Here is risk factor management. So, apixaban was also there. So, switch to warfarin. Varfarin is the answer. Excellent. Question number 11. Who identifies the presence of autoimmune disease which indicating chances of infection? So who identifies autoimmune infection? Those are my keywords. So where are you going to get? Let's see, because that should be there in some of the tests, isn't it? Because that is where all these things will be diagnosed. So who is identifying it? It is clearly saying it is the immune system. Okay, why? Because immune system markers, all the other keywords are there. Look, signs, infection, autoimmune. All the other keywords are as such there. So it's a 3-word answer. Immune, IMMUNESYSTEMMARKERS. Excellent. So question number 12. What is question number 12 saying? What gets transformed into the wound spread star-like? So something is there as spreading as star-like. So it should come under symptoms generally. So let's see. Lesions, they are skin that become discolored, and lesions usually have net-like appearance. So what is the answer? The answer is lesions or lesions. Lesions. Excellent. Question number 13. Element which get deposited in blood vessel cause obstruction blood flow. So what is the element which is causing the obstruction in blood flow? So I know that this answer comes from the very first text A. Why? Because it clearly says the disease causes calcium deposits to form in your blood vessels and block, leading to areas. So what is the one which is blocking it? It is the calcium. So again, question number 14, the penultimate one the ultimate one of a short answer question. What percentage of people dialysis treatment develop calciphylaxis? So dialysis treatment percentage. So where are we talking about? Again, it is there in A. See, now it is saying calciphylaxis is rare in people who are on dialysis. One of the keywords, it happens that approximately 35 of every 10,000 people. Are we asked about the numbers? No, we are asked about the percentage. So percentage is about 1/3 of 1%. So what is the answer? The answer is 1/3. Okay. See, about is not needed. Why? Because probability is already mentioned in the question. So if you have written about, then the answer is wrong. 1-THIRD of 1% is the answer. Excellent. Now for the final stint of 15 to 20, which is called fill in the blanks, where you are expected the same instruction as what you follow in short answer question. But here you have to make sure that these articles are also taken into consideration. Your words that is already there in the not 1%, no, 1/3 of 1% is the answer. Excellent. Rajiv or Praveen is the only one person who have seen the right answer being written. If you have written 1, the answer is wrong. Okay, it's not 1%, 1/3 of 1%. Question 15. Dash therapy advised if there is protruding refractory skin lesion, advanced in lesion baseline. So what is the therapy they're talking about? So therapy and all is mentioned where? You have a number of therapies mentioned from text C, because it is saying hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So which is the therapy mentioned out of it? That is only hyperbaric oxygen therapy advice for refractory sign, and all those things are already mentioned there. It's not experimental. It is hyperbaric oxygen therapy. The therapy is a keyword. Question 18. X-rays or dash are diagnostic imaging carried out infrequently. Infrequently means rare. So where are they talking about all these tests? Where are they talking? So it is there in, it clearly says X-rays. We have been given the question. The next one that is not there in the question is bone density scan. So it's a 3-word answer. Bone density scan are the diagnostic thing which are rare. That is where that aren't common is coming. Good enough. So the answer is a 3-word answer. Bone density, BONEDENSITY scans, SCANS. The probability of women to get as compared to the numbers of men. So probability, asking you what is the ratio. So it is not 35. It is, the answer is twice less likely. So the answer should be twice. Good enough. Now for question 18. Injection site rotated. So where are they talking about the injection? Where are they talking about all these? So injection is mentioned again in C. Why? Because rotate injection sites if daily injection required. So what is injection required? It is for insulin. So the answer is insulin, injection of insulin, INSULIN. Excellent. So the penultimate question for this week, question number 19. Wounds are the advanced having means patient, the kidney disease final stage doesn't require biopsy. So doesn't biopsy advance. So where are they talking about all these? Again, it is mentioned in text D. So where are they talking about? Text D. In case where the patient already has a diagnosis of end-stage kidney disease, have more wounds. What is it with? With black scabbing, BLACKSEABBING, where biopsy is unnecessary. So the ultimate question for this week, the dash and dash just underneath the breakdown, dye building calcium occurs blood vessel. So calcium blood vessel, all these keywords are as such mentioned where? In text A. So dash and dash. So where the skin and tissue just underneath, all the other keywords are as such mentioned. So the answer is skin and tissue just underneath. So I have wrapped my 20 answers. I have fired all the 20 answers. Now it's high time that you start firing your total scores. If you have any doubts, please be kind enough to ask me. Would be happy to assist you. Anything that you want me to clarify? Yes? No? And Atira, the first one to tell me the score, 19 out of 20, absolutely good enough. Jinsi 19, excellent, good enough. Liba 19, good enough, excellent. Yamini, good enough, 18, good enough. Rajimol Praveen, keep on dancing. 20 out of 20, excellent. 17th answer, 17th answer is twice, TWICE. Vidya Vijayan, 18, excellent, good enough. Jinsi 17, good enough. Good. See, even though not all are eager to comment, do not refrain. Please understand. You are expected to show that what your caliber is, what your talents are. It's not for anybody else. You don't think that I'm asking you to show it in front of others. It is for showing to yourself, a self-realization. Very important. Madhusmita 19, excellent. Thank you, Madhusmita. Midila, please clarify 15th question. What is the problem, Midila? Tell me what is wrong with 15th question. Because you are only asked to find refer keyword, not inferring. Therapy mentioned where it is only therapy is as such mentioned only with hyperbaric oxygen therapy. That is the keyword there. There are a number of other things which is mentioned, but therapy as such mentioned where? Only in hyperbaric oxygen. That is why the answer is hyperbaric oxygen, not others. Understood? Because we generally make all these confusions on the aspect because we link a lot of other keywords. We try to infer, not infer, because you know it. That's the problem. Because see, the examiners, when they make this, or when Neethu madam is making this, she knows where you will go because you use your knowledge into it. You are not expected to use the knowledge into it. You are expected to find the answer to the question along with the keywords from the text. Okay? No worries at all. Pleasure. Because we are here to assist you. All of you are saying thank you. So, on behalf of Neethu's family, thank you so much for giving us such a lovely week with all active participation. A lot of new students have come, but still very few have told, but still we are happy with that. Okay, thank you so much for all the shares that you're doing, all the likes that you're giving us, all the subscription that you're giving us, all the liking to our post, liking to our page, following our page, everything. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. God bless you. Happy weekend. Yes, Rajimol, thank you very much. Wish you all a happy weekend. We'll be missing you for next 2 days until and unless I see you from Neethu's family. Adios from all of us. God bless you all. Take care.